Last year, from January to November alone, we brought in $392,763. And this is money collected in our Systeme account only alone. And we'll close the year around $550,000 to $600,000 in total revenue generated, which is absolutely insane growth given that we did $240,000 in revenue last year. And in this video, I'm breaking down the exact digital products responsible for those numbers, and more importantly, why they work. So if you're building or scaling your digital product business, this video is going to show you which digital product offers actually move the needle and how to structure your digital product ecosystem long-term for predictable revenue. So let's dive in. Okay, the first digital product and the one the most responsible for this revenue is our membership digital product called Freedom Creator Club. This digital product brought in by far the majority of our revenue from last year, but not because it's a membership. It's because it's the digital product that we chose to focus on. So what is Freedom Creator Club? Well, it's our signature membership that helps everyday people create and sell their own digital products with YouTube. And this is the only public-facing digital product that we sell. And having that much clarity and focus on one digital product makes it that much easier to sell and that much easier for a buyer to make a decision to buy that digital product. They're not having to decide between products 1 through 300, right? Because a confused mind says no. And when someone's confused and there's all these different digital product offers, they're probably not going to buy. And what's crazy is industry standard is that a digital product would convert about 1 to 2%. And our membership Freedom Creator Club for the last couple of months has converted over 7%, which is insane, super, super insane. And yes, there are many things that collide into getting to a conversion rate that high, but I really believe in my gut that the number one reason that it converts that high is because that's the only digital product that we sell like front facing publicly. This will make a lot more sense once I dive into the rest of the digital products. So really last year, our biggest focus was grow on YouTube, move our YouTube traffic to our email list, and then move our email list traffic to our Freedom Creator Club checkout page to get sales for our membership. We were able to grow to over 800 active members in our membership. And that's not how many sales we made. That's just how many members are still currently active, over 800 members. And again, we hit over a 7% conversion rate, which is insanely high. I'm like so freaking stoked about that number. So why were we able to get such great results with this? Like I said, there's a number of reasons, so let's break it down. Number one is we were consistent with our traffic. I wasn't trying to be on Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and Substack and Facebook. Like, no, I was just on YouTube. Not only was I just on YouTube, but I was only making long form content. So that means not YouTube shorts, nothing else, just YouTube long form. So I focused the entire year, putting out 8 videos every single month, long form on YouTube. And at our highest month, we were able to get over 400,000 views on my channel in 1 month alone. And I truly believe that would not be possible if my focus was split into all these different platforms. The second reason that I think this was so successful is because our product is super strong and we have an insane amount of testimonials. In fact, we have somebody on our team where she has a repeating task every single day to go into the Freedom Creator Club community just to screenshot testimonials. And then we have folders and folders and folders on Google Drive split up into categories of like testimonials about sales, testimonials about YouTube, testimonials about the community. Like we have so many testimonials, and that just goes to show the product quality, because that's another thing that I spent a lot of time on last year was revamping the product. So like writing out word for word scripts, recording the videos, having them edited. Like not only is the information inside the videos good, but these are not just like crappy Loom videos. These are high quality. Like the video you're watching right now, it's just as high quality, if not higher. And then of course it comes with an accompanying transcript if people prefer to read rather than watch the video. It also comes with worksheets, templates, scripts, like every single tool you need to actually put it into practice. Not to mention all the SOPs and things, like everything we use internally in my business is inside Freedom Creator Club. Okay, the third reason I think it was successful is our messaging is very clear and focused. We're not talking to like 17 different avatars. We're not making like 30 different promises. Our messaging is very clear. Now, listen, there are a ton of avenues I could go down with this product. Like I've had some big name entrepreneurs reach out to me and say like, well, what if you just marketed this product for like $10,000 and just taught entrepreneurs how to grow on YouTube? Or what if you marketed it just to these people and taught them this? And it's like, No. What Freedom Creator Club is it's helping everyday people create and sell their own digital products using YouTube. That's what it is. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to freelancers, business owners, 9-to-5ers, people who want more freedom, more time, more money. And so they want to create and sell their own digital products on YouTube to help people. And of course, I already kind of touched on this, but we're not being distracted by like 50 different offers, and our potential customers are not confused by 50 different offers. They know exactly what we sell. They know exactly who we help. They know exactly what we're going to help them with. This is the one product. If you want these results, this is the product to purchase. In fact, I have not seen one email come into our customer service inbox being like, I'm not sure which product to buy. Never once, because we have one product. And as somebody who used to have a super complex business with hundreds of different digital products, I got to tell you guys, I'm so glad that I am not there and that I am here. I have learned from my lessons. I know that one digital product literally can get you to 1 million and beyond. There is no reason that you need 10s, 20s, 30s, hundreds of digital products. In fact, it is so much easier to make a better product, to help your students get better results, to make more sales, to scale your business better. Again, simple scales, complex fails. And when I see people out there with these super complicated business models with hundreds of different digital products on all these different platforms and running ads and doing this and doing that, I'm just like, listen, I love that for them. I have lived those days. I am good. I love that I have a simple business that brings in amazing revenue, but more importantly than revenue, amazing profit margins. For the majority of the year, we had about a 70 to 80% profit margin, and that is with my salary being built into the expenses. So such a good freaking margin. And really quickly, I do want to talk about memberships because I get this a lot where somebody wants to make more money from digital products and I recommend a membership for them and I get a ton of pushback. And it turns out that a lot of this pushback that I'm getting is just complete false beliefs. So I wanted to talk about it really quickly because I've talked with a handful of people either in person or virtually one-on-one who have like this amazing following and this amazing amount of stuff they could share and help people with, but they're like, oh, a membership, how exhausting. You have to keep adding to it. You have to do this, you have to do that. I'm like, who's saying you have to do these things? Because with my membership, it is easy peasy, breezy, lemon squeezy. I don't know what the saying is, but like literally, okay, so we do 4 Q&A calls a month. So 1 every single week, unless there's like a holiday or something. And I do 2 a month. And currently my director of operations does the other 2 a month. And I think it's fantastic because I'm able to share my insights, my strategy, but my DOO is actually running the entire company. Like she's reviewing the videos, hiring and managing the YouTube team. She's in the weeds of running our launches and our promotions and our day-to-day operations. And I think it's so cool that our students can get help from me, but also the person actually running the business on a day-to-day basis. And so it's so cool because that's just 2 hours a month for me to run these Q&A calls. And then I also have someone on my team who is the community manager inside of our community. So if somebody posts something and they don't get responded to by any other community members in 24 hours, which is rare, but like, let's say they ask a question that no one else in the community knows or something like that, right? She'll go and make sure that they get responded to, they get pointed in the right direction. She's in there monitoring the group. She's also posting like weekly wins. She's also posting reminders of the Q&A calls. Sometimes she runs challenges, and you don't have to be doing all of these things, but if you want there to be, you know, like monthly challenges or a community manager, you can eventually hire someone to do those things, and it's going to cost you a lot less than you're thinking, most likely. And as far as the program goes, I of course pre-sold the membership in 2023. Then I built out the product just quick and dirty with Loom videos. And then last year I went in and redid all the videos, super high quality. I also took like member feedback, improved the videos and the trainings, you know, improved our scripts, templates, SOPs, all of that great stuff too. So, I mean, that's really it. I'm choosing when I want to go in to update the program. I am not putting in new things every single month. I'm only showing up 2 hours a month to do Q&A calls. And you don't even have to include Q&A calls. That's the thing with a membership is you can do whatever you want, right? My husband always says, it's your special day. You can do whatever you want. Like literally you can do whatever you want. So if you're going, well, I can't do a membership because I have to do this. I have to. Who's telling you have to do these things? It's your life, it's your membership, it's your business. You don't have to do any of those things. I love having a membership because it's such a great structure, such a great business model, and you get monthly and yearly recurring revenue. And if you want to learn my entire process workshop style on how to come up with a digital product that will sell, how to create it, launch it, and automate it for consistent passive income, then go ahead and register your seat for my completely free on-demand training. It's the first link in the description below this video. Okay, the second digital product that is responsible for our overall revenue for last year is our order bump. Now we have an order bump. It is AI prompts and a training on how to use those AI prompts. And the AI prompts help you to create and sell your digital product faster, come up with your messaging, all of that great stuff. This order bump is $19 and about 60% of everyone who joins Freedom Creator Club takes this order bump. And I'm also going to talk about our upsells and then lump them together because I know how much money they made all together. And if you're not familiar with what an order bump is, it's essentially an additional digital product they can add to their order that's on the checkout page. So they're like, I'm going to buy Freedom Creator Club. They put in all their information. There's a checkbox that's like, hey, do you want to add this $19 order bump to your order? If you click the checkbox, it will add it. So it adds an additional $19 to the order. And so it makes it easy peasy. They're already on the checkout page. They're already buying. And that's one of the reasons over 60% take this order bump. Now, once they check out, we have two upsells. We have a $67 upsell and a $97 upsell. The first upsell, about 20% of people take, and the second upsell, about 10% of people take. Now, those products combined, the order bump and the upsells, bring in over 6 figures a year into my business. Isn't that crazy? Like when I'm helping digital product owners scale, I'm like, did you add an order bump and upsells? Because it is just such great money. You're able to get additional helpful things in front of your customers without having to contact them and try to sell them on it later, right? It's like you're already here, you're already buying this thing, and make sure that your order bumps and upsells are not stuff they need to get the result you're promising. Obviously, you're promising, hey, you're gonna work towards this result in the first digital product that you're buying, right? And so you don't want to sell them things that's like, well, and you're going to need this to get this result. And they're going to feel duped by that, obviously, right? So what you want to do is make the order bump and upsells something that's like nice to have or something that will help them get results like faster or easier, but it's not something they like 100% need to get the results you're promising in the original digital product that you're selling. Okay, so digital product 4 that's responsible for our revenue from last year is upgrades. Now, this isn't technically a digital product, but I wanted to include this because it is responsible for a good amount of our income. And if you have a membership, this is something you should definitely be thinking about because we were struggling with our retention for our monthly members. Our yearly members retention's like super amazing and high. We've had people in for 3+ years that the membership's been running, but the monthly we were struggling with it. And so what we started doing was we made an automated email sequence that onboards the members, but then also mentions that they can upgrade to yearly and they're going to get a special price and they're going to get special bonuses when they upgrade. And then we also made a series of DMs that my community manager will DM them with. They're like super low salesy. Like it's just like, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you joined. If you need anything, I'm here for you. Like it's adding a lot of value first. And then it's also like, oh, and by the way, you can also upgrade to yearly for this special price with these special bonuses. And that has helped our retention tremendously and also brought in a great amount of revenue in our business. So I had to mention upgrades. And if you haven't registered for my free on-demand workshop yet, you definitely should check it out. I'm going to walk you through everything from how to come up with your profitable digital product idea, how to grow on YouTube, how to launch your digital product, and how to automate your sales for consistent passive income. Again, it's totally free on-demand workshop. It is the first link in the description below this video. Okay, the 5th digital product responsible for our revenue from last year is my mastermind. But I will say this, okay? You know me, I'm all about the one product, okay? So I only had one product for 3 years, okay? This mastermind we just added at the end of the year, and there's only a handful of members in it. This is not something that's like responsible for a ton of our revenue. Honestly, I think it's around $10,000 only. But it is something that I'm going to be growing over time. I'm going to be raising the price over time, adding more members over time, as we add more value over time. But obviously the members that get in early, there's like so few members that you're getting way more time and attention from me and my teams. Anyways, the mastermind is called Profitable Creator Collective. And this mastermind is for digital product sellers who are already at $5,000 to $10,000 months with their digital product sales. And they want to scale to $20,000 to $50,000 months with their digital product sales. And so again, this is something we just totally added, but I kind of wanted to take you through the process of how I got started with the first sales and how I kind of ramped that up, because I think even if you're new or if you're seasoned digital product business owner, I think you're really going to find value in this. So I decided I wanted a mastermind because obviously love helping beginners, but I also have so much more knowledge in my head. Like I've grown to $2 million a year. I have so much more knowledge. I'm like, I really want to help our Freedom Creator Club members once they get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month to scale to $20,000, $50,000 and beyond per month, right? So what I did was I first wanted to find out, are there people that are even going to buy this, right? So I actually made made a set of DMs where I would go in and DM people in our Freedom Creator Club program that I knew had either like gave us a testimonial or said they were already at 5 to 10K months or whatever. And I DM'd them, and almost every single person I DM'd signed up. So I was like, okay, cool. This is definitely something that will sell, right? So then after I pre-sold people in and built out the school community for the Profitable Creator Collective, we decided that for Black Friday, not because it was Black Friday, but the timing just worked out, we were going to build out an actual funnel where we could send this to our email list, people could apply, and we could get more members in. So that's exactly what we did. We built out a very simple application funnel, and we built out a freebie to go with it called the Creator Business Audit, which is totally linked in the description below this video. The audit is super cool. So you put in your name and email, totally free. You get this PDF that's interactive, so you can actually do like checkboxes. And basically it tells you what your creator archetype is and where your business is at, so that you can see where the bottleneck in your business is, so you can get unstuck from the revenue you're at and start to scale to 20 to 50K months. So if you're someone who's ready to scale your digital product sales, definitely go download that for free. It's super cool. So that's the first part of the funnel, is the freebie. Then once people download that, it takes them to a thank you page, but the thank you page is actually an application page. So it says, hey, you're invited to the Profitable Creator Collective. It's a whole page that tells them exactly what it is. And then it also has like 50% of a webinar. If you're familiar with webinars, I decided to cut the webinar in half and put half on the apply page and half on the buy now page. So yeah, moving forward, there's the apply page. If people decide, hey, this is for me, they can go ahead and apply. Then when someone applies, it actually emails my team and they manually review to make sure that that person's a fit. If they are a fit, they get a tag in our system that they are accepted. If they are not a good fit, they get a tag that they're not accepted, and they get an email saying, hey, Freedom Creator Club would be the best place for you. If they are accepted, they get a your accepted email. And then it also takes them to the buy page, which is a long sales page, tells them everything that's included, testimonials, the second half of the webinar, what's included, and then people can purchase. And out of the people that were accepted for Profitable Creator Collective, 75% purchased. So I'm like, sweet, okay, this funnel works great. However, it's going to contribute way more this year than it did last year, because it was just something that I was pre-selling, testing, and then selling a little bit towards the end of the year. So bottom line, no matter where you are with digital products, just please keep in mind your digital product ecosystem does not need to be complicated. Remember, the first year that I sold Freedom Creator Club, I sold it with just a checkout page, no sales page, no webinar, no challenge. We made 6 figures with that. Super simple. YouTube, email list, checkout page. That was it. Okay. And that was the only product. And I did that for 3 years. And then I added on Profitable Creator Collective in a very easy pre-selling way. So please be sure to keep things simple. That is like the biggest lesson I've learned in business. And if you're seeing other people out there doing so many things, like writing a book, speaking on stages, selling hundreds of digital products, like doing all these things, just know that that's great. And you can totally do that too. But if your goal is freedom, that is not going to get you there, because the people that are doing all those things are working all the dang time. So definitely set your intentions with what you want your business to be and stick with it. Now that you know which digital products brought in my revenue for last year, you might be wanting to know which digital products don't sell anymore that you should be avoiding completely. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this next video here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next one.